Mace?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, all good.
Yeah.
Yep.
One, two, three. 1, 2, 3.
I can hear that. So,
Alright. Okay, so hi, I'm JovialCerealBox, or Dan. This is Sonic Adventure Director's Cut. We're just gonna get started and get into the game. This is the task route of Sonic's story. I'm gonna count you in, so I'm just gonna start from the instruction screen. Just gotta wait for it. Okay, on go. 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Alright, let's go. So, this is a 3D Sonic game, you know what to expect, it's not exactly perfect. So Chaos Zero is pretty simple, it's all about positioning and just exploiting where you can place him on the field. So you want to hit him there, jump away, jump him again, get some damage, get him out of the puddle. You want to stand over here at this flagpole, he'll jump right up there, go to the opposite one, jumps right back down, and bonk his head, and you're done. So, something really cool about Sonic Adventure DX is how it treats spin dashes and spin dashes on slopes. You can spam spin dashes as much as you want, and you can exploit slopes to get, like, insane height. So there's an invisible wall here. We're going to jump past that, and just cut right there. The levels are also designed so you can just sort of ignore sections, drop to jump there. There we go.
nice.
So there's the section with Shamu the whale here. You just spam spin dashes and it's kind of just left in the distance. You want to let go of spin dash spam on these dash pads. If you do it right, you can bonk like that and travel a bit further. You want to go up this wall, you can just spin dash off of it. The rest of Emerald Coast is fairly self-explanatory. It's just using spin dashes and slopes to your advantage. Oh jeez. Just restart there.
Got it.
Classic. Alright. Back on track. So you don't always want to spin dash down downward slopes, because you can actually just get a lot of speed in ball form anyways. Sometimes the game will try to push you to the sides though, and that's when you want to spin dash spam. So you can just jump up here, hold jump. Okay, missed that one. So you want to, spin dashing lets you store jumps, so you can either cancel jumps or homing attack. So you want to cancel your jump there. It's actually just faster to fall onto that and spin dash off. And then we go to Tails, and that's Emerald Coast done and dusted. So there's a finicky clip coming up that if I pull it off it looks really cool, so we'll try to get it. Try it again. Nice.
Nice.
And that lets you clip in and get the crystal ring. That's going to be important for the Ancient Light and the Lightspeed Dash. It basically just gives you a faster charge time. You can't do anything with it now. For some reason you can hit a low trigger there. I don't know why. Blame Sonic Team's lack of competence. So there are two camera states in this game, and I'll explain that now. Auto cam is usually what you want. It sort of just tries to get you into preset locations. But occasionally you want to go places where the camera doesn't really have a preset. Like, if I can get through here, that.
Nice.
Oh, bugger. Too soon. Try this one again. So, with Casinopolis there, you want to do a spin dash hover, which is holding jump while you're charging a spin dash, and it'll give you extra distance. Choking on Casinopolis, just shameful. Alright. There we go.
Nice.
That's Casinopolis done. Something else with this particular PC version, there's a Steam version, and I'm on the disc version, where there's a line of code just outright missing. It's meant to memorize my camera option, but it always defaults to auto when you enter a new area, restart, die, stuff like that. So I sort of rely on it switching back to auto, But it is a bit of a nuisance because there are some spots where you just have to keep switching to free, so you want to get pretty good at menuing. So this is Egg Hornet, our first victim of the game. That was pretty loud. Do you want to stay close for his missiles here? Doesn't really matter if you get hit. He doesn't arc here. You want to stand pretty close because you'll die faster. And then, if you do this right, and that's Egg Hornet. So coming up next is the second level of the game, because we did the third level second, because it was just more convenient for us. Keys are kind of annoying. You press the spin dash button to pick them up, and if you're not close enough, you just dash away. I have had runs where I've just ended up flying off of a cliff. That was a pretty good key throw. You want to jump and throw it there, because it's easier than running. Sonic sort of slides when he throws it. So, Sonic Adventure has multiple playable characters, and a lot of the levels just have, like, geometry for other characters just there. So we're going to go into Gamma's section here. And that's just bypassing the entire first section of Windy Valley. So you go into the tornado here, you just want to hold down to land on a spring right away. And you can store a jump here if you spin dash onto this panel and jump.
Yeah.
Nice. Now's probably a pretty good time to introduce my people with me at the station here. So on my left is Nace. He speedran Road Trip Adventure yesterday. And on my right is Tom, or Tomple Moose. I'm not saying his Twitch name, it's far too inappropriate. So if you homing attack and hold jump, you just go really high on that spring. It's sort of any of those springs you can use that trick on. So coming up, we're just going to jump and ignore a lot of the track here. So you can just sort of spin dash off there and jump, end up on the track here, go down a bit, and on this like windmill island thing, you want to jump like just after it and use the skybox as a setup. So you want to sort of put yourself between those like, I use that like dark cloud thing at the bottom. And it's a pretty cool and nice skip. Shoutouts to Matt watching.
We've actually got a donation from Matt.
Oh, really? No, read it out.
Hey, this is Matt Houston, your boy. I just want to wish my boyfriend Dan my best on this incredibly sick run of Sonic Adventure, Hoopstead Edition. This is a very cool and nice stream, and shout out to my boys Stuart and Malika as well. I am a very happy boy, cool and nice happy boy. Seriously though, proud of you, Dan. Absolutely wrecked this run, man.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you very much. So we've got the Lightspeed dash shoes now. And instead of following this trail of rings, we're just going to completely ignore it and jump right back out. Oh, come on. There we go. It's kind of rubbish spin dashing. Okay, so because we've already done Casinopolis, when we walk into the casino area here, we're just going to get all the cutscene triggers for finishing the level already. So you just spam start. I'm not explaining. Piece together what you think happened. It's a lot more fun that way. So coming up is Ice Cap, which I actually have 0 lives for, so I may strategically get a game over to get more lives, which game overs aren't a big deal in this game.
Ice Cap's probably one of the
Ice Cap's super broken.
Yeah, most skip-heavy parts of the run.
Ice Cap and... Well, I don't want to say what the other one is. I want the other one to be a bit of a surprise
Secret,
for where it takes place, but Ice Cap's pretty good. Oops. Okay. So we can, if we're good enough, we can skip this ladder and hit the load trigger. Oh, we weren't good enough. Hang on. Maybe we can do it. Okay, no. Not today. Alright. So I'm gonna ignore these rings and just get a few more lives, because there's a trick here that is nice to have extra lives to restart with. So the start of Ice Cap, for whatever reason, that's not a hard thing to do. If you have the game, just spin dash up this area. It's a joke. And you can skip all the platforming. So anyone who's played this game knows there's a bunch of platforming here, but you can sort of homing attack cancel through this wall. Come on. There
Nice.
we go.
Not
And
over yet, not over yet.
Not over yet. This is another good one. So there's a snowboarding section there, but they conveniently let you walk through the wall. That was really quick, too. That was a good wall walk. And then I just set myself up on the skybox and hold up, so we probably have like 20, 30 seconds for questions, donations, anything, so...
Doesn't look like we've got any donations.
No donations?
No donations.
Are there any questions?
We've got a handheld mic. Tom can run around.
Yeah, Tom, you could do some questions.
You can do some questions.
If there's anyone.
We've got the handheld mic.
I'll go into the field and see if there are any questions.
Oh, yeah.
Any questions regarding Sonic? Any questions? Over there.
Donkey Kong's got a question.
Hello.
Alright, so you mentioned it was a TAS route, so what in this route is tool-assisted speedrun?
Okay, so the task route, instead of the standard route, there's standard route, glitched route, and task route. Basically, it just depends on the order the levels are done in. Standard route is obviously, 1 to 10 in sequence. Glitched route involves getting into Speed Highway very early, which is in Station Square at the beginning. And task route, there are a few more things, but that's the main thing. Task route takes you through to Casinopolis first, and has a few different skips, such as the Crystal Ring and other things. So, this is Knuckles. I had to remove voice lines, because if they overlap, the game stutters, which ruins bosses, but I love his voice line when he gets hit. So this is Chaos 4, and Chaos 4 is the most annoying boss of the run. He has 4 attacks, aside from the lily pads. So he'll smash 2 lily pads, do an attack, smash 2 more lily pads, and make himself vulnerable. And after the first 2 lily pads, he'll do 1 of 4 attacks. One of them is that shockwave at the beginning. The shockwave is really good, that's what you want. The other one is... Okay, nice. Shockwave again. That's really good. The other one's like an elastic arm attack, which is kind of slow. And then there's blue balls, which blue balls your run. There's also a flip attack that comes later, which is like second fastest and super, super consistent, so I'm going to take advantage of that. But it depends on your positioning. Nice, another shockwave.
Very good luck.
It depends on your positioning, where you are in the air, and how you're facing him. And the camera and Chaos move around kind of unpredictably, so it can be kind of annoying. But now all I have to do is pretty much spam jump and just stay in the air. So if you notice, he'll do a splash. So the last phase, he gets desperate. Instead of just doing 1 attack, he does 3. It's not really pertinent information. It's kind of me just reminding myself, because I have had runs where I think he's just going to make himself vulnerable after 1 flip, but you need 3 flips. Alright, 1 more flip. Nice. That's actually one of my best Chaos balls.
Got some great luck with the attacks there.
Oh yeah. So coming up is an auto-scroller. It's really boring. There's not much to it. So again, this is another really good spot for donations or questions, because I just sit in the top right here and do nothing, so...
Did you want me to go back and ask?
Yeah, go for it.
Field reporter Tom.
I'm in the field again. Any questions?
Out of all the Sonic games you played, which one has been your absolute favourite?
Ooh, that's tough. I'm really fond of the originals. Mania's really stood out to me. I am really in love with Mania. Out of the 3Ds, it's usually I like them in spite of something. So I like this game in spite of Big and other characters. I like Heroes in spite of its really slippery movement. I like Generations in spite of Classic Sonic, Unleashed in spite of Werehog. So, you know, I think they've all got, like, redeeming qualities, but they're all kind of shoddily made in some respects. But definitely the classics, like 2, 3, and Knuckles and Mania are just some of the best 2D platformers I've ever played. So yeah, really good stuff.
Any other questions? Any other questions?
That's all good. You can come back.
Okay.
We'll just watch the riveting gameplay.
Yeah, this riveting top right simulator.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Now, what is the next step in your master plan?
Crashing this plane with 2 survivors.
Okay.
If you still have a question, just put your hand up. There's probably another 30 seconds to go, and I'll just get Tom to duck out again.
Sure to pre-prepare questions for the next plane segment.
Yes, there is going to be another auto-scroller, so if you
Tom.
have any...
Ooh,
Is that it?
Oh, there's a question there.
Split him, it's him.
I love being useful.
Who's your favourite Sonic character? And you can't say Sonic.
Favorite Sonic character?
Big the cat.
Big the Cat. Big the Cat's great. Just like the meme potential, the Johnson John is the voice, the absolute stupidity of his gameplay in this game, and also like Knuckles. Yeah, I love Knuckles. You can come on back, Tom. So thankfully, that's the end of this really dull auto-scroller. So I guess I'll just use this time to front load some info. So coming up is Twinkle Park, which has probably my least favorite trick to pull off, which involves skipping a roller coaster. A lot of Twinkle Park is just racing a kart. It's like Wipeout, but really lazy and not that good. Go play Wipeout instead. But 2048 is really fun.
The skip he's talking about saves about, what, 30 seconds?
Yeah, I talked to the lady, but thankfully she had one line of dialogue. So the skip, yeah, the roller coaster skip, if I fail it, there's like 30 or 40 seconds of just time
Sitting
added.
in a roller coaster.
Yeah. So with these carts, you've got air brakes like Wipeout. I'm going to use these air brakes to sort of sit on the edge of the track and skip a lot of opening here. Hopefully I'll get it. All right.
Ooh, bad luck.
That's okay. So I'm going to quit to the adventure field because the canisters of rings don't respawn when you hit restart.
You need the rings.
You need the rings because the
fast.
rings at 99 caps the speed and acceleration of your vehicle, and funnily enough, the different colors have different stats. Light blue is the fastest, and I think dark blue and black are also pretty fast. I go for dark blue because that's okay, I'm just going to race it normally. Dark blue and black are pretty decent as well. So basically the jump would take me around about here, but didn't make it that time. So here you can dodge and weave through these, but you'll lose a lot of speed, so you're better off just taking the rings and adding that to your speed. Usually at this point you'd probably have around 50, but we're going to have to make up for that. Alright, nice. Pretty much 99. Okay, so coming up is Roller Coaster Skip. It basically involves homing attacking at just the right moment to avoid landing in a roller coaster. I really hope I get it. I promised a friend I would get this. So if I don't, I'm going to be pretty disappointed. Alright.
Nice!
Nice! Shoutouts to Stu!
You were struggling with that a bit in practice, so
Yeah, I was
really glad you got
I
it
was
there.
replaying that level like endlessly in practice. And that's Twinkle Park. That's like a ton of it skipped, so I'm
Nice.
really, really pleased with that. Alright, so coming up is a pretty cool level. If you play Generations, you know this one. This is Speed Highway. It's actually one of the more relaxed levels in the run, which is why I love that it comes straight after that roller coaster skip. So we don't need that card anymore. The door magically opened for us. So Speed Highway is, again, one of those pretty simple levels. You're exploiting spin dashes and slopes, so get a lot of speed here. Don't homing attack cancel because you're an idiot. And then you get on this building here, and you just spin dash all your way up.
Oh,
That's okay. So Tails is meant to be able to get on these because he has a very similar level layout in his story. You want to spin dash over here. And basically the level shaped like a big horseshoe, and we just skipped through the middle. So a bunch of Speed Highway has just been cut out. The horseshoe thing also happens in the third section of Speed Highway, and the second section is just effectively an auto-scroller. So you want to spin dash off that, use it as a ramp. And you get this rocket here, and that's the end of the first section. So you want to go into spin dash here, because you get a, I think it reduces your hitbox size. Those speed shoes don't visibly make a difference, but they actually do. And you can just sort of sit between the two, I think they're called like bollards or something, and yeah, you can just sort of sit here. It's only like another 5 seconds, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So, this is really dumb. You can get up here, and into here, and you're done.
That's another one of those horseshoe levels.
Another one of the horseshoe ones, yeah. Usually you go in like a gigantic U shape, but you can just
skip
cut
the
straight
entirety of
across. Alright, so coming up is a clip into the train station. In this game, there are these hub levels, and usually they, try to give you like a puzzle on figuring out where to go, or like, so like they've shut the train station for no apparent reason, or have they? I said, or have they? There we go. There we go. And you can just jump back up in and skip that. It saves you going through the hotel, which saves 2 loading screens, which is handy. So basically, Amy has been kidnapped, and we need to go rescue her. So we're going to go to Red Mountain, which will get us onto the egg carrier. Also, this is autocam. I never know why it sets me up like that. It's Sonic Team. Oh, there we go. So we're going to get the Ancient Light. The Ancient Light sort of gives Sonic this special move that lets him... It's actually really useless. I don't know why they added this. But there's this monkey in a cage, and I can't kill it, so now I can. That's one of 2 applications of this move. The second one is unintended. But that's why we have to grab that one. So Red Mountain, again, you'll hear it a lot. Spin dashes and slopes. You can also just land on some of these platforms. Nice. There's a finicky one here. Yeah. Drops jump input. Totally not my fault. Try this one again. There we go.
Nice.
So instead of using the spring, you want to land on this. Oh, come on. There we go. And that'll just take you straight there. You zip line down here. And again, you want to sort of spin dash slope stuff. So you want to go here to this slope. And nice, avoided the spring. So there's a platforming section sort of just ahead of me that goes on for ages. And eventually you get to a zip line that takes you here. But we're Sonic. We can just spin dash and jump.
Nice.
And yeah, now you're inside where one of the most banging tracks in the soundtrack starts playing. I love this track. This is like, you'd hear this in the background of like some Korean SoundCloud rapper's track. It's so cool. So there's another platform. Oh, that doesn't really matter.
Oh.
No, we're good, we're good. No, we're not good. That's alright. So there's a platforming section in here, and you can use this as like a big ramp.
Nice.
Get on there, use that rock as a ramp, and hang on, just to be safe. Oh, 1 ring. That's okay. Exploit the
Lucky you
iframes.
got the ring.
So you can let go of this rocket early. It's a small time save, but... Or you can screw it up. There you go. And that's Red Mountain. So we've got another auto-scroller coming up. If you got any questions again, you want to think of one, we got a while. Actually...
Well, I got a couple of donations.
Oh, a couple of donations? I might get a photo of the crowd. If anyone wants to do a funny pose, go for it.
I'll quickly read out these donations. We've got $4.20 from Unknown. Yeah, gamers in the building. Put your hands up. Put your cappies in the air. Woohoo. Like you just don't care. And then $1 from your good friend Chris. Hello, Dan. It's me, your good friend Chris. Thank you for being good at video games.
I feel bad. I don't know who that is. Wait, I think I know who that is.
It's your good friend Chris.
My good friend Chris.
Good friend Chris. So another fun level here.
Dan, do you want me to go into the crowd and...
Yeah, go for it.
Harass
Again, if
people
you
until they
have
ask you
questions,
questions?
just put your hand up and Tom will
Alright.
come for you. So yeah.
Any questions?
Over there.
Yes, we got one.
It's really long. Like, this auto-scroller sucks, so please have questions.
Ask anything.
Hello, Donkey Kong.
Alright, since you're a Sonic fan, what's your opinion on Chow Gardens?
I loved them when I was a kid. When I was 100%ing this on Steam, I hated them. I am wearing a Chow Garden shirt. I don't like SA2, but I love its Chow Gardens. They're super aesthetic. They're great. Tom, I think we had one more question, like, just over there.
Okay.
If you had to pick one of the vocal tracks, which one would you pick?
Out of all Sonic games, or just...
We're on Sonic Adventure.
Okay, Knuckles theme? Because, hell yeah. Or Open Your Heart. Like, I'm basic. I love Open Your Heart. This still has like another minute, so it doesn't even have to be about the game. Just help me kill time.
Even a really dumb question.
They really didn't program this well. Tom, on the floor.
Sorry.
Is it a Palmer or a Palmy?
Palmer. What kind of question is
No, you're so wrong.
that? No, you're wrong.
It's a palmy.
No, Palmer.
A palmy.
Go back to Sydney, Nace. It's a Palmer.
It's phonetic. It's Parmigiana. You don't say Parmigiana.
Yeah, but, you know.
Oh no.
Oh no. Stick around for the final boss. Tom, I want him on mic, dubbing the final boss fight. Yeah. And there's a while till the final boss, so...
He could commentate.
Do you want to come up and dub the final boss?
Come on down.
We got no voice files. We need someone to do it.
Yeah, I had to delete them. That's all good, man.
Right.
Okay, so this is the final... Well, not the final boss. This is the boss of the final auto-scroller. And I'm just going to spam shoot until it dies. So I was a little off position. Usually you can one-cycle it, but we're going to just two-cycle it at the beginning here. There we go.
Nice.
And then it just awkwardly shuts.
Very skilled gameplay there, dude.
Just button mashing. Alright, so Tails is an idiot and doesn't think to turn the landing gear back on, so he just crashes it. I don't know why he does this. It's the one thing that's always bothered me. So basically, Eggman's like, screw you guys, I'm gonna make you go through an obstacle course to get to me. So he's just changing the wing layout, and apparently that creates a gigantic level.
Tails' face.
Oh yeah, the phenomes, the lip sync in this game is horrendous.
Just the unmoving tongue.
Alright, so Skydeck's my least favorite level, but it shouldn't be too bad. It has like a turret in the second section that is like, it's either really nice to me or it's a real pain, so we'll see how that goes. Also, seriously, shoutouts to this game's soundtrack. Alright. So again, this is fairly self-explanatory stuff. It gets a little interesting here. So you just want to jump up this ladder, avoid those, that was close. And that ladder collapses part way. And we're doing that horseshoe thing again, where like there's this whole running section, but they place these convenient girders. And if we just set ourselves up,
Oh, nice.
we're just straight to the end. And that's the first part of Skydeck. So this second part is really sucky. I don't like it. All those little orbs around me when I start spin dashing, they count as a hit on an enemy, so you can't really spin dash spam here because you'll hit a bunch of turrets. Oh, hang on. There's a light breeze. There we go. Okay, so hopefully he'll come here. Oh, you bugger. Come on. Ooh. That's okay. That's okay. We can get him now. So usually I want to get him on that first one. Oh. This is the one I usually want him at. And
we go.
okay, again, we're going to cut through a lot of the level. So there's a big platforming section. Spin dash away from it. Spin dash up this. Go here. That's okay, there's a recovery that's pretty quick. So again, you want to like walk down this bridge, but you can sort of just jump off. And go all the way to this button. It's like the worst hitbox ever. And that's Skydeck. So that was okay. That was an okay Skydeck. Don't clap. You're too kind. So coming up is Gamma, who is basically a reskinned Knuckles for us to bully. I think my favorite thing is when they start flashing, they run away from you. And that's Gamma. The game always freezes up a little longer on that cutscene, and it scares the hell out of me, but it's all good. So there is a skip to get onto the top floor of the egg carrier first, but it's a really finicky clip, and it's really easy to die, so I just keep it safe here. And that transforms the egg carrier back, which lets us get to the second last boss of the game. And this is the second point of the game where the ancient light that killed that monkey in the cage comes in handy. I won't say why just yet. So this boss actually has a kind of interesting gimmick. Eggman's throwing like little freezy things at you, and you can like kind of break them and then pick them up and throw them like that. And then you can throw them at Chaos and freeze them, and it makes them vulnerable. And if you do the Ancient Light, you do double damage for no reason. And it's only on him, it's not on any other boss. Or at least, if it is, it's not practical to use on them. And that's Chaos 6. Alright, so coming up is an old demo for a 2013 Sonic game called Lost World. There it is. Oh, it was on screen for like 1 second. Well, that joke failed horribly. Alright. So, this level's alright. There's one tunnel here that I really hate, because it does that. So you want to...
Be careful.
Oh, you want to spin dash it. You want to spin dash and jump. There is, like, I think a setup to be on the side, but I'm not too familiar with it. But that's the worst part of Lost World over with, so... There's a boulder later that's kind of annoying, but you can deal with it. So you want to get on this snake's head. Walls don't exist. There are these 3 switches you have to hit in order to get through here, usually, but we just clip through and raise the water. And we just take the snake over to the door. You know, I think, you know, pause and reflect on the run, and go through. And then die.
And then die.
And then die. Because, of course. I'll just
Didn't reflect on the run enough.
Spin dash spam. Yeah, exactly. I didn't reflect long enough. Speaking of reflect, there are some mirrors coming up. We want to ignore them. I'm just going to check I have the right camera. I'm going to do a safer mirror jump. Usually I want to take the further one. Okay, cool. I'm going to avoid too many spin dash jumps in here because you touch that water, you're dead. Alright, cool. So you just want to slide down here, take the inward corners, because it's probably faster, I don't know. I think you can just slide down there. Skip the springs. And we got a boulder chase coming up, but I'm gonna try to hold the camera. If you're lucky, you'll see, yeah, you'll see that. The big flaming ball of death. You can spin dash here, but it rubber bands to catch up with you. So if you spin dash too much, it'll actually get too fast. That door's special, and so is this one, because you can just do that. Alright. Hang on, I'll get the right setup. Spin dash jump off of there. Jump up here. Again, big platforming section here. We don't want to do it. And that's the second last level of the game done. Oh yeah, if anyone is wondering what the story is, it's really dumb. Don't bother. Sonic games having a story was a mistake. Alright, so coming up is the final level of the game. And in order to get in, we have to do the world's hardest puzzle. You just go boop, 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 and you're in.
Wow.
Yeah, really hard.
How high is your IQ, Dan?
I watch Rick and Morty, so it's at like 600. Alright. Oh. Doesn't usually happen. Alright. Put this in free cam. And you can just, again, lots of spin dash jumps to get around stuff. So, final level of the game, and the devs thought, you've had a long time going through this game, why don't we just make it the easiest level? And I'll show you why. So there's this little ramp you go down, and of course you load into a new area and you think, oh, no, I want to see what's up here. The answer's nothing. And you just jump back in, and you skip like 2 minutes of platforming, or maybe a minute. You want to jump down here, and that's just the end of the second area. If I do a jump cancel. Nice! So, what happens there usually is if you don't cancel your jump, you sort of fall to your death and you have to wait for the climbing animation again. It only saves about 5 seconds. It's just nice to get. Okay, I'm just gonna do a count. Oh. What a waste of the clip. Oh. That's okay. I'm gonna do
nice
oh no, I'm
again.
doing fine for time. Alright. So you wanna stand on this thing? Spin dash jump off and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So you can change your graphics so you can actually see the end of the level, but come on, that's not cool. Do it blind. And yeah, that's final egg.
It's
So
all about the suspense.
yeah, all we have is the final boss now. It's everyone's favorite SoundCloud rapper, Viper. The man who makes the best album titles ever.
Yule Cowards.
Yule Cowards. Can't say the rest.
If no one knows what we're talking about, look up Viper rapper album covers.
What are some of his... He has like albums like They Try and Clone Me. That's some of his like album titles.
There's Mutually Assured Destruction, but I can't finish the rest of that title.
Yeah, it's like Mutually Assured Destruction is
blank dumb.
really stupid. Yeah. And all of his photos are like him standing in his dimly lit doorway,
it's just
making
selfies
an
of
awkward
him.
face.
Selfies of him with like Comic Sans text over it.
Also, I should probably
at least
explain
10
the boss.
albums a year.
He makes a lot of albums.
No, he makes like 300 a year.
At least 10.
So with Egg Viper here, again, it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm sort of staying in one spot because you'll do less lasers that way. Again, you want to stand close for this laser, less travel time. When he does this, he'll open up some glass. That's my cue to spin dash and jump, like that. And then I just homing attack back on there. And you want to move around a bit, because it'll encourage him to start attacking again. Oh yeah, time is coming up in maybe like a minute or so. Yeah, I'll let you know. There's a bit of a warning. So the beginning of this fight is actually what I hate the most. Mainly because these jumps can be screwed up. But that's the last one I have to worry about. So now Eggman's going to start throwing fidget spinners at me. So you just jump up and hit him while he's doing some weird dance.
I love the animation he does
He,
during this. He just flails his arms around.
He's like a Gmod model or something.
Oh no, don't you know this
We didn't
robot's
get the
motion
dub
control?
for the final boss. I'm
Oh,
so
the
sorry,
dub.
man. Is it too late? No, Tom, rush to him. Just spam us with Eggman lines. Give us your best
Right.
Eggman, man.
Look at him. Look at his arms.
Here you go.
Get a load of this. Time for a change of pace. You know what they say, the more the merrier. No
you so
way.
much.
I can't believe this.
Time's coming up really soon.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. China.
Oh,
Eggman.
that's okay. Just add that. Just. I'm sorry. Just add it to
What,
whatever the
38?
time was.
It was 38:30.
Okay, so it would end there-ish. When he explodes is when the timer stops. Sorry. That's Sonic Adventure DX. Thank you
38:20.
so much.
Oh.